For years now, I've been watching this really fascinating shift in how we think about business. It's almost like this quiet rebellion against the old mantra that bigger is always better. It's a fundamental change in how we define impact and strategy, and it's something I've spent a lot of time thinking about.
And at the very heart of this whole shift is this one really powerful idea. For so long, we've been told that to make a real difference, you have to scale up, right? Bigger teams, bigger markets, bigger ambitions. But what if that's just not true? What if real, lasting impact has nothing to do with size at all?
So, let's dive right in by, rethinking scale itself. For decades, the way we measured impact inside our organizations was tied directly to growth. But you know what? The cracks in that old metric are really starting to show.
I saw this everywhere I looked. The old playbook was so simple. Scale was everything. It was the ultimate stand-in for impact. Leaders got rewarded for how big their teams were, how many markets they were in. But my own work, especially with these small AI-powered ventures, showed me a completely different truth. Real, durable value. It doesn't come from just being huge. It comes from alignment, from a really focused design that solves one specific problem, and solves it exceptionally well.
And here's the key takeaway. The thing that really matters. It's not about how wide your ambition spreads. It's about how clear your purpose is. I have seen, with my own eyes, how tiny, focused interventions, the ones that are genuinely built around human needs, can create a much stronger, more lasting advantage than these massive, unfocused campaigns ever could.
Let me try to make this a little more concrete for you with a personal story. It's an experience from my past that really taught me this lesson in the clearest, purest way possible. Okay, so between 2008 and 2012, I was running a youth entrepreneurship program called Talent Bridge, and it was right there watching these young, ambitious people at work that this whole idea of focused impact really truly clicked for me. I got to see it in action.
The whole ethos of the program was just simplicity. We stripped away all the noise, all the fluff. No corporate jargon, no complicated pitch decks. It was all about one thing: finding a focused solution to a problem that actually mattered, and then having the guts, the courage, to go out and build it. And honestly, it's a mindset I now see driving success absolutely everywhere.
And think about this for a second. Success doesn't always mean reaching millions of people. Seriously, I've seen innovators build totally sustainable, credible businesses with just 300 dedicated customers. It's just proof that a concentrated, disciplined effort can be way more powerful than a massive, sprawling campaign. Now, this way of thinking, it doesn't just apply to individual projects. It actually scales up into a whole new model for how we design organizations themselves.
So forget about that traditional unicorn model for a minute. The single, monolithic company trying to conquer some huge market. Instead, I want you to imagine a portfolio of microventures. Each one is a small, focused team tackling a very specific, high-value problem. And when you put them together, they create this incredible network effect that can totally outmaneuver bigger competitors, all while staying fast, clear, and super adaptable.
So, what's making this new model not just possible, but actually really powerful? Well, the catalyst here is technology, and specifically artificial intelligence.
AI is the ultimate force multiplier. What that means is it gives these small, focused teams the power to scale their impact in a dramatic way, but without all the baggage, all the bloat of organizational complexity. And this isn't just about doing things faster, it's about being able to maintain surgical precision while achieving massive outcomes.
Okay, so this all sounds great, but what are the actual, practical, strategic implications of this shift for leaders who are out there making decisions today?
And answering that question, it isn't about just making a few small tweaks. It really demands a fundamental shift in how we think about building and leading our organizations.
From what I've observed, this all points to a new strategic playbook. First off, we have to start valuing coherence over just sheer size, making sure all the pieces of the puzzle actually fit together. Second, we need to invest our time and money in solving specific, meaningful problems, not just chasing every shiny new object. Third, we have to completely change how we measure success, focusing on alignment and outcomes, not just scale. And finally, we have to build organizations that are adaptable and fast, ready to pivot in a heartbeat when they need to.
But let's be absolutely clear about one thing. Even with all this powerful AI and these new org charts, this is all fundamentally human. Technology is a lever, sure, but the real force comes from our ability to see a genuine human need,
to find the perfect place to apply pressure, and then to execute on that with unwavering clarity.
Okay, let's bring all of this together and really try to understand the true nature of what gives you a strategic advantage in today's world.
You see, these small-scale ventures, they're not just a fad. They are a signal of a whole new way to lead. The blueprint is actually pretty clear. Embrace a laser-like focus, design everything with absolute clarity, and empower small, autonomous teams to do their best work. It's about measuring what truly matters, the results you deliver, not just the size of your footprint.
And all of this leaves us with one final, pretty powerful idea. The most effective systems, the most successful strategies, they aren't built to do everything imperfectly. They're designed to do the right things, and to do them exceptionally well. And in that simple pursuit, that's where we find the real, lasting essence of strategic advantage.